So this is a story of how this free set of tracks has turned into the most expensive thing that I never bought. I mean, technically I did pay for them, but it didn't cost me any money to pay for them. So I bought them, but I didn't spend any money. I guess I spent the money. This is confusing. Let me explain how it all worked. So you guys remember the Haglin that I bought up in Montana and thought was the coolest off-road vehicle I had ever seen, and it absolutely was. Now, I always thought it'd be super cool to own a Haglin, but they are very expensive, so I never thought it'd be a reality until I found an amazing deal on Marketplace on this one. Now, I was kind of bummed to sell it, but if it was going to go anywhere, Larry, who ended up buying it, is the guy I would want to have it. He's completely restored it. He's actually, we've talked here recently, they've got it all stripped down, repainted, ready to go back together with a brand new complete powertrain package. And if you want to see more on what they do, I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one. But either way, as I sold that Haglin, I was able to find, again, an amazing Facebook Marketplace deal on this set of mat tracks. So I dropped off the Haglin out in Wyoming, and on my way back through Utah, I stopped and I picked these up. So if you're following along, I am $0 out of pocket on getting this full set of mat track 150s, which are an absolutely amazing set of tracks. And also really freaking expensive for you to buy these brand new. These things are like 50 grand, and I essentially got them with spending no money, so that was a huge win. The problem then became, what vehicle do I put them on? I've got my old Dodge here, and it's got hydro steer on the front because it has ran tracks in the past. Would be a great vehicle to put tracks on. It actually performs really well on tracks, but this truck, when you add those tracks to it, those tracks themselves weigh 1,500 pounds, make this a really big and heavy truck. And that is a lot of weight to be hauling around in the ice and snow constantly every day to go out and do this recovery. So great performance, terrible at getting it to and from the jobs. Now over here, I also have the Ultimate Adventure Blazer, which has hydro steer on the front and has ran the mat tracks on it in the past. This would be a good fit if it didn't have Detroit lockers front and rear. This is a great setup for wheeling, rock crawling, but with Detroit lockers front and rear and tracks getting so much traction, it makes it really freaking hard to turn when you have the tracks on it. And by the way, you could win this right here. We're giving this away maybe if we reach 500,000 subscribers by February 1st. No purchase necessary to enter, nothing like that. You don't have to buy merch or spend money, nothing. All you have to do is click subscribe. And then if we hit that number by February 1st, I'm just gonna give it away to one of you. So I scoured the internet looking for the perfect vehicle to put on tracks, and I found this 1949 Willys wagon with a 4.3 V6 4L60E NP231 modern drivetrain front to back, and thought, what cooler vehicle to have on tracks than this old Willys wagon right here. So I flew out to Missouri, bought this thing, and road tripped it all the way home. The problem was it drives so freaking nice and runs so freaking good and is so comfortable that I don't want to tear this thing up by running tracks on it. Because you see, these tracks are very hard on the vehicle they're on. Every track is. This is 375 pounds on each corner that you're bolting onto the side of the vehicle. That's right there, just a whole lot of extra wear and tear on your suspension, steering, and everything else. They also vibrate and shake. These mat tracks don't do that nearly as bad as like the snowmobile component style made tracks that I used to have, but they still do it. And I really didn't want to do that to that old Willys wagon when it's in such good shape and it's such a nice classic vehicle. So that leads us to the Jeep Grand Cherokee we have here that I went and bought, that already had hydro assist on it and was ready to go for tracks. I was able to just straight slap these on and we're done. Problem solved. We finally got our tracked vehicle setup just dialed in. Great, right? No. There's another problem I found out with these tracks, is these tracks are so much wider than the snowmobile style tracks, and that on this Jeep, they don't fit between the fender wells on any trailer I own. And once I measure out, I realized they're not going to fit between the fender wells on any trailer out there that drops down. So I needed a deck over trailer, and I have this big, nice deck over gooseneck trailer right here. My first thought was, well, that's our solution right there. We just put it on the gooseneck and we're done. Except for this gooseneck trailer is a big, long, heavy gooseneck trailer. And I put the track Jeep on this trailer and weighed it on the scales, and my truck is obviously a much heavier truck than normal since it's a tow truck with the sneaker lift and all that. My truck, plus this trailer, plus the track Jeep on the back of it, 23,000 pounds. That is a whole lot of weight to be going up and down the road every single day in the ice and snow behind a pickup. And the other problem is the gooseneck, hooking and unhooking and cranking it up and down to get that up in and out of the bed is a whole lot more of a pain in the ass than a bumper pull trailer that you can just back under and hook to, especially on my truck over there that has the wheel lift on the back where the hitch is on hydraulics and you don't have to crank a jack or nothing. So this would work, but man, it was going to be a pain in the ass all winter of hooking and unhooking constantly out of the bed of the truck, and then just being a lot of weight to drag around. So I went back to Facebook Marketplace where I find all my different deals, and looked and looked and looked, and there are just no good used deck over trailers on Marketplace at the moment. There's either completely clapped out, bent frames, sagging suspension, dry rotted tire, worn out deck trailers for $5 grand, or any decent newer one that's 4 or 5 years old. They want within $1,000 of a brand new price, and I don't want to buy a new trailer, so I really don't want to spend that much money. But if it's going to be so close to a brand new price to get one that's 4 or 5 years old, why wouldn't you just get a new one? So we are hopping in the pickup and we are going to pick up my brand new trailer. So if you're keeping tabs, that basically free set of tracks has now cost me that Willys wagon, that Jeep right there, and now the most expensive part, a brand new trailer. And Alex is here too. Is this thing going again?
You were playing 50 Cent, now it's advertisement.
My radio in my truck just starts playing Pandora on its own and I can't figure out how to get it to stop.
Are you sure you don't listen to 50 Cent when you're off night?
I got nothing against 50 Cent. Let's go buy a trailer. Alright, we went to the bank, got our cashier's check, and we are here at the trailer dealer where my trailer should be. I see it. I think that's it right there.
Which one?
That one right there, right up front, ready for me to just pull in and hook up to it.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, this is not going to be a cheap day. But technically, since I have a cashier's check here, that means the money's already out of my bank account, so it doesn't matter at this point, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It hurts less, right?
Let's go get it.
So how do you feel now that you're the proud official owner of your new trailer?
Let's see how my bank account feels. Nice trailer, though.
It's a very nice trailer. Very nice wood.
Don't say that. I was like, why did the side face? It's getting weird. Yeah.
No, you can stand up there on a mountain.
Oh, okay.
Feel how cold my knees are running.
Alright, so we have got our trailer. Did I want to buy a brand new trailer? 100% no, I did not want to spend that kind of money. But like I said, I looked and looked and looked at used, and there was nothing that wasn't a clapped out piece of crap or within $1,000 of a brand new price anyway. I could have got cheaper if I went with a totally like different style of trailer that I could have made work, but my kind of thought was, if I was going to buy a trailer, I was going to get exactly what I wanted. No compromise. Buy the freaking trailer I wanted. So that's what we got. And when we get home, we'll show you what it is and put the track Jeep on it. And then we'll see the final track Jeep setup and hauler for this winter. Watch it not fit.
Or watch, there's going to be
this guy needs a new trailer.
A brand new steal of a deal gonna pop up on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh no. As soon as I get home tonight and I pull up Marketplace, like this exact trailer is gonna be on there for like dirt cheap. Guaranteed. It's gonna happen. 100%.
That's just the name of the game, huh?
It's all part of the fun. So like I bought a lot of stuff off Facebook Marketplace, but I've never. It's always like I've bought stuff when the opportunity was there to buy it, when it was that good deal was there, and that's why I was able to get such a good deal on it. It never works out when you need something, you go look for it and can find a good deal on it, ever. You've got to be able to buy it when the opportunity is there, not when your want is there. That's why I have a lot of the stuff I have, and that's why I've been able to buy a lot of stuff and then turn around and sell it for a profit, because I bought it when the opportunity. Even I bought stuff that I have zero interest in at all because it was a good deal that I knew I could flip for a profit. So the opportunity's there. Buy it when you spot the good deal or can make the good deal, and then sell it when you can at a fair price to someone, and then everybody happy. Okay, let's go home and check this out.
Sounds good.
We'll go get the Jeep. That is so much easier than trying to fit between some little fender wells.
That was very ballsy.
No, that is nothing compared to, you were there when I loaded the Willys.
Yeah, it's true.
I launched the Willys on the trailers. I don't think I could have loaded that any more centered.
That's
if I
perfect.
went slow and tried, I wouldn't have done that good. Track Jeep on a trailer, it fits. Like I said, I did not want to spend the money on a new trailer. My accountant questioned this, I questioned this, but this is going to make loading and unloading and transporting the Jeep, Track Jeep, easy, simple, convenient, which makes it much more likely that I'm going to choose this over just taking something and driving out and doing it on wheels. And also, if I decide to put these back on my pickup for something, that will fit on here at the tracks. If I want to put it on the Blazer or whatever else, it doesn't matter what, this trailer would be very, very useful for a whole lot of stuff. So,
How long is this trailer?
24 feet.
21
So the deck is 24 feet. We're 8.5 foot wide total, 8 foot of deck space, 14,000 pound axles, full power tilt deck. It's got a winch plate up front here where a winch bolts right in, ready to go. So I'll put a winch on it. I gotta go to Harbor Freight and get a Apex. Put on it. Got the spare tire, chain box, and all that down here.
That's very nice.
Good to go. It's really nice.
Worth the money?
I don't know. I haven't done anything with it yet, but
That's a good point.
I hope so. It's a really nice setup, but not a cheap one.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So these free tracks cost me this plus that Willys wagon plus this. These were expensive free tracks.
Well, it all worked out.
Gotta pay to play.
Yeah, it does.